see. When you guys can hear me and see me, give me a hey. I switched off internet. Sometimes it takes a while with the interwebs. You know what I'm saying? Living in the mountains. We're actually in a valley. I don't know if that's worse. Anyway, hi everybody. How are you? Amanda, Holly, Nanny, thank you for being here. Susie, Sue, Laura. We got our Floridians here. Hopefully not the crazy ones. Everything crazy is always happening in Florida. It seems like I'm always hearing a Florida story. Or I have a friend, Liz. She lives in Florida. So whenever I'm on the phone with her, something always crazy is going on. And I'm like, yeah, it's Florida. Hey, Sharon, how are you? Oh, Jennifer from Florida here too. Marsha, hello, Marsha. Happy Saturday. Oh, I'm doing good. Hey, Stephanie, how's little Jackson doing? I'm tired today. No cooking today, guys. If you didn't notice, I'm in my bedroom and I'm just going to, we're just going to talk for a little bit. Mama Baird! Mela, is that your name? Hello, how are you? Lori from Pennsylvania here. Iowa, very nice. We're going to get all the states. Originally from New York. I've never been to New York, or if I have, I've just been like in the airport or something. If I don't remember though. So we thought that would be fun. Really, one of my dreams on my bucket list is to eat at a Chef Gordon Ramsay restaurant. And I figured like New York would be a good place. They probably got good restaurants there. Or Las Vegas. I don't know, wherever all the popular. California's probably close. I don't know. I'm sure I could find one that's close. Washington's pretty close, you know. I don't know where all he's got, restaurants. I'm assuming California, New York, you know, Las Vegas, the typical destination places. Excuse me. Oh, Stephanie, you're fighting a cold. I'm so sorry. That's rough. Hello, Olivia. Welcome. Mrs. C. Oh, another crazy Floridian. Oh, my gosh. Excuse me. Gideon came from a birthday party, and it was the trampoline park. I was just jumping. That's why I'm not cooking. Mama's tired. Gideon got invited to his first birthday party, though. That's where we're at. So next week, Conrad's got a birthday party. So will probably be a later live as well for next week. So I can go do the momming birthday party thing, you know. Network, make friends, you know, that stuff. Christy, hello, from Virginia. Welcome. Oh, it's pronounced like Maria, but with an L instead of an R. Oh, a Malia? Is that right? Malia? Hey, Robin, how are you? I'm used to it being pronounced wrong. Girl, I hear that. Poor Marcia in here. I called her Marcy, and she's like, it's Marcia, but, you know, just call me whatever you like. But it's fine. I was like, no, girl, you tell me what your name is, you know. Especially with mine, Carolina. You know, I get Caroline, Carolyn, Carolina. Sometimes I just hear Carol. One time I got a Cardina because my L was too close to my O. So it looked like a D. So it's like Cardina? I'm like, I guess that's me. Oh, hello, Talissa. How are you? From West Virginia. Very nice. Want to move to Tennessee. I like the season changes. I think Tennessee has all 4 seasons. Missouri does too. This one, let's see, in Montana, fall is probably the quickest. And winter's the longest. Oh, we got a Christine. Hello from Seattle, Washington. Seattle's not too far. Oh no, Spokane is what I was thinking. Spokane's not too far. I was thinking about the closest zoo is either at Spokane or Billings are the closest zoos to me. So both are like 3 to 4 hour drives. So it'd have to be a trip if we want to do that. Oh, so no brown rice and lentil 2024 extravaganza. Not tonight, Sue. Not tonight. Holy lentils. But a lot of people have been suggesting that I sprout those for the chickens, and I've been doing just that. And they've been loving them, especially the turkeys. Cake and frosting, they're loving the lentils. So I think I'm going to do that. A lot of you gave me some good ideas about trading it out for ground beef and for making lentil soup. It's supposed to be pretty good. I'll probably try the lentil soup. Husband's not a big fan. He can still taste the texture difference. He's like, this is not meat. You know, you can tell. So I don't know if I tried before doing the half lentils, half hamburger to stretch it, and it was was a no-go. But that was more when I was a beginner cook too, so I might be able to do that a little better, but we'll see. We'll see. But yes, the chickens definitely like the sprouted lentils, so I can at least do that with all those lentils. Gosh, I had no idea. I'm like, oh, no wonder I've been avoiding those covered lentils. I've been called Matilda before. Oh my, people are so funny. I add R's into things all the time. Like, I knew a Donnell, and I kept calling him Darnell. And he's like, you know, my name's Donnell. I'm like, I know, an R comes out. I'm sorry. I can't help it. Hey, Jupiter, welcome. Carol, hello from Cincinnati. Good to see you. Oh, would love to go see Spokane. It's beautiful. We went there when I went cherry picking, and then this summer I'm going to go by myself. I went with someone, which I'm glad. For the very first time, I went with seasoned, like, experienced harvesters, and I picked for them for free, and then I could pick however much extra I wanted, and that was like the payment for me going in there and doing it. So I got some cherries and some apricots for doing that. But I think the price is super affordable though, so I think I'm gonna go do it myself and just kind of like hoard all the cherries, you know. I love the picture of the chicken in the car. Yeah, I took that when I went to go pick up the kids from the school bus. I'm like, I'll bring Tyra. The chicken's name's Tyra, by the way. I was like, I'll bring Tyra. It's a nice surprise. And she did very well in her car ride. She just sat in the passenger seat, all chill. And then we got there. I left the car running, so it was kind of vibrating. And I put her on the steering wheel, and she was watching the car. She'd peek out. It's so fun. I'm getting obsessed with this chicken, you guys. And she'll run across the kitchen. It'll be pit, 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 little pitter-patter feet. You know, I was like, oh, she's chasing him off. It's like ridiculous, but oh, Holly says she's gotten Heidi, Haley, Heather, Haley again, even a Carrie. Oh my gosh. God, it's so funny. Connie McWright, hello, how are you? Oh, we got a Canadian over here, Ontario. Oh, Vanessa. Hi, Mom. Hi, Mama Baird. Hi, Vanessa. How are you? I'm glad to see you on my live. She has a channel. If you guys have channels, drop your channels in the chat. My mods will approve them. Tell you're working on keeping them healthy. He'd be like, I'd rather not. His birthday is coming up. 2 weeks, February 13th. I was talking to my friend, and we do not do presents for like birthdays or anniversaries. We only do presents at Christmas time. And it's like 2 or 3 things each. Is that normal for marriage? You know, I don't take offense or upset about it if, oh, he didn't give me anything for my birthday. You know, as long as he remembers and wishes me a happy birthday. Lots of times he'll let me go out to eat by myself for my birthday. I was like, oh, I know you, husband. It's a good treat. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's not a big thing. Like, if we need or want something, then we usually just get it, right? We don't wait for a special occasion. Jupiter's never had lentils. You're not missing out on much. My last name's Disaster. Very nice. That's my middle name, I think. Lentils are so versatile. They really are. Oh, hey, Amber. Good to see you here. Hello, I watch every video, but I never say anything, and I don't catch you live very often. Well, I'm glad you're here. It's good to see you. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. Even though you don't comment or anything, I appreciate you watching every video and interacting with me. I love getting to know you guys and to talk with you more. You know, I really do feel like I have formed friendships. Like, the bond has come of this channel. I know that's weird because it's like YouTuber, but I don't know. Like, it's just, I'm not like a fake person, you know, like, I'm real. I like to talk about real life. I like to have real connections with people, and you know, you got to put yourself out there. You got to be raw. You got to be open. You know, you being yourself opens the road for other people to be themselves as well, you know. And that's what I try to do through my channel, you know, just be myself and attract my people, you know. So anyway, Christine, thank you for stopping by and getting to talk to you. I really appreciate it. I love getting to know you guys. I would work for cherries and apricots. See, I totally did. Cherry jam is the best. We love cherry jam. If you're nervous about the texture of lentils, I find it really nice to make them into soup, but blend it so it's nice and smooth. All right, just use like an immersion blender. Oh, very cute video on the binoculars. Oh, thanks, Sue. It took me forever to get husband out there. I was like, husband, just throw around some wood or something. He's like, what do you want me to do? Like, just look sexy. He's like, I don't want to. I'm like, just throw around some wood. Take that wood. And he's like, I could walk it over here. I'm like, nah, just pick it up. He literally just picked it up and threw it into a pile. I'm like, all right, that's good. Thanks. And then I was like, husband, look over here. Look sultry. And he's just like, he's fun. He makes me laugh so much, guys. Like, I like that I can get him in there. And I was like, husband, I need you. I need you to do this part for me, please. I was like, if you want these binoculars, you need to put in the work, honey. Do the kids like riding the bus? Jupiter, they love riding the bus. And it gets me a whole another hour in the morning, in the afternoon. I still have to drive them about 15 minutes. I drive them to their bus stop, and then they go from there. And it's nice. They really like it. Betty Jan's been reading books on the way home. Sometimes she's been falling asleep. They have seatbelts apparently on buses now. Back in my day, there was no seatbelt on buses. So they got seatbelts, and Gideon's like, sometimes if I can't get it, the other kids help me. So they're doing really great. They're doing so great in school. They're, like I said, the kids are starting to get invited to birthday parties. Betty Jan's up to 9 friends now. She's counting. They're doing good with their schoolwork. They're not as, I was a little worried, I think everybody as a homeschooling mom's worried about their kids might be behind, but really they're not. Their speech is improving, like just within a week. This was their first full week of going. Their speech is improving. They're into activity. They're doing great. We're all doing great. It was a great decision. Everybody, we just kind of went straight into it, and it's great. So the kids are enjoying the bus. I'm glad they are. I asked the bus driver, I was just like, hey, how are my 3 doing? I like to check in. I'm definitely not one of those that would be, not my baby. I'm just like, what he do? But she said they're all doing really good on the bus. They're great listeners. Conrad's teacher said that he's even been the role model to some other kids on good behavior. So I'm so happy. So proud of my kids, Oh, hey, Jessica. Yum, lentils. I went to the food bank for the first time yesterday, and I got a ready meal kit to make lentil soup. I ended up turning it into a lentil veggie curry. Oh, that sounds so good. I'm proud of you for going for the food bank. It's not easy to go to the food bank, especially for the first time. Like, it's so hard to get over the first time jitters to get to the food bank. But I remember that after my first time, I was like, oh, this is amazing. Oh, some of you are fighting colds. I'm so sorry. My mother-in-law used to make a great lentil-based dish, but all the attempts have failed. Oh, so disappointing when you're like, how did they do it? Yes, it's very mature. The gift giving so mature, really mature. I love birthday fuss, even it has to orchestrate it myself. Ooh, birthday fuss. It was fun though. It was so. Oh, hey Keith, welcome to the live. There's a lot of people there. Whew, way too many people. I was trying to get husband. The guy's like, husband, will you birthday party? I got a live. I could take a nap. But husband does not people. He does not socialize. I am that part of the half, right? So I was like, he's like, I don't know anybody there. I'm like, I'm not gonna know anybody. He's like, but you do better with people. Which I do. So I'm like, he's like, you're the mom. I'm like, so there'll be dads there. And there was lots of babies there too. Oh, so many babies. I had to keep smiling. Like, stop it. Yeah, Stephanie, they have seatbelts on the bus now. I was like, oh, okay. Oh, hey, Natasha, how are you? I love that they're enjoying school. Me too. It makes me happy. I was very worried and apprehensive. I mean, you guys know how hard that was. And it was a tough decision to make, but it instantly felt like the right decision, and it's proving to be the right decision. So, and I'm enjoying my time. I'm like getting a video out every day. Do you see that? I got projects. I'm organizing. I'm cleaning. I'm doing nothing. I'm napping. I'm channeling. I'm content creating. Yeah. I'm showering, oh, it's so great, guys. This is fantastic. I remember when people used to tell me, oh, just wait till they go to school, you'll have time. And I'm like, oh, we're homeschooling. And then they're like, oh, but now I get it. I see why they said that. The kiddos are spreading their wings. They really are. And they just jumped straight into it. I'm so proud of them because what an adjustment, right? To go from like homeschooling structure to school structure. Like that was big. The whole point of homeschooling is to have it different from the school system of style of teaching, you know? So it was very different, but they did great. I'm super proud of them. Super proud of them. Hubby will work for cake. He will. They're networking. Yes, networking. Oh, hey, Steph. Good to see you in here. How are you? Kiddo networking. LOL. You have such good kids. Glad Conrad could be a good example for others. Thank you. I'm glad they're good. You always they're always rotten for you, right? But I'm glad that they're good for other people. I'm like, at least they're good for other people. I feel like that's good if they wouldn't be rotten with me. You know, I'm their mom. That's my job, you know. Oh, hey, Janet. I'm glad the kids are doing so well with school. Me too. Me too. And then, like, they want to do their homework. They sit down. They're like, we got to do our homework. We got to read our book. They got a reading log where if they read 10 extra hours at home, we sign it off, then they get a ticket to an amusement park. So that's fun, the reading to win a ticket. Steph, I'm glad you could catch a live as well. Welcome. I'm not a people person either. Oh, I feel that, Natasha. Sometimes I don't want to be. But I'm pretty good at it, I guess. It's all the years of McDonald's drive-through. Hi, welcome to McDonald's. What can I get for you? Make sure they hear the smile in your voice. They would walk by, you're not smiling. I'm like, I'm going to quench you. Or I'm going to quit. That's probably less aggressive. Can't really do that. Man, I do not miss that job. McDonald's. Ugh. Wilma says, I personally think children should be in school. Know why some homeschool, but kids need to be around other kids to learn how to socialize. Just my opinion. I hear that, Wilma. Like, I took them out to the food bank. We went to the park. We would go to stores. I mean, I feel like we got out and about a lot, and they would do a lot of, you know, hanging out with other kids. And then when I'd volunteer at the food bank, then they would be in the Empower Place by themselves while I was in the store, and they would have to be, you know, listen to the adults there and then get along with kids. So I think the Empower Place really helped me socialize the kids without needing the school environment, you know. But I get what you're saying too. I can definitely see how school has really upped the socializing game. I mean, like, we're just getting invited to birthday parties. You know, and they're just, kids are, they're just so accepting at this age, you know, and I love that they have accepted my kids. They were super excited to hear about, they're like, hey, there's a new kid. Did you hear there's a new kid? And I heard the teacher, like, you're going to be the leader, right? They're like, yeah, I'll show them around. I'm like, oh, they're going to be so good. So I'm glad. I'm glad too. Then they do all the talking. Yes. Oh, Jessica says she was definitely nervous, but the people waiting and volunteering were lovely. I'm looking forward to utilizing it when we need it. Are you part of my Facebook group? We do a lot of, if you don't know what to do, or you're like, I have chicken, give me some ideas, you know, then that's a really good group for that. So if you want to join my Facebook group, no pressure, but you can, you know, it's there. We've gotten a lot the last couple of times. It's up to, like, it was at 1.43K for a while. Now we're at 1.4K. Just getting popular. What, seatbelts? Oh, does not every bus have seatbelts then? Look, I was so excited about it, and then everybody's like, what? Showering is so nice. It really is, especially when you can take as long as you want. I'm not really a long shower kind of girl because I get hot. So I'm like, I really am hot-blooded, guys. Like, people think I'm crazy. I'm out there in a sundress in the snow, but I'm like, there's no wind. I'm fine, you know. But showering, yes. But I like the pressure to be like, oh, get the knots. All my stress is like, oh, between my shoulders, you know. Connie says, I worked in our food bank yesterday. Ours is a drive-through. The man at the last month's food still in the back. His van rotting. Oh my gosh. The man had last month's food still in the back of his van rotting. Weird. Huh. I don't know what to say to that. That is interesting. I'm sure that's kind of hopefully that's not a common case. I couldn't imagine. If anybody would like me to link your channel, oh, no, Nanny's got it. She's doing her mod thing. Okay. She's doing her mod thing. Sending the kids to public school really was the best decision. They'll meet new friends and learn a lot. I think they'll have fun going to school. Keith, you're so right. They are having a lot of fun. And it's making me happy to see them having fun. Like, I feel like it was the right choice. I definitely commend anybody who can homeschool. And, our thought going into homeschooling was that husband and I were going to tackle it together. But now it's just our life's not in that direction right now. We're not quite ready for that. So we're like, well, it was a good thought, but just wasn't working out, and I'm not prideful enough to admit that, or to not admit that and make my kids suffer because I can't get over myself to admit that I'm not good at something, And like we said, it could always change if something's not going, if something doesn't go well, But so far, all the teachers are great. Another, worrisome of mine is not getting along with the teacher, having problems with them. But especially with Gideon, because he's a little unique, and that has already been expressed and resolved through the school. So I'm happy about that. That was another thing I was worried about, because he is a unique individual. But they are accepting that, which I'm very glad, because I'll go up to bat if I have to, but I'm glad I don't have to, So, and it was great because he was getting a little teased. He wore his sparkly dress, and he was getting a little teased about it in the playground, and by older kids. And the kindergartners in his class stood in front of him, between him and the bully, crossed their arms and said, "He can wear what he wants." And I met one of those kindergartners tonight at the birthday party, and I met her mom, and I got to hear the story from the mom's perspective of whose daughter protected the new boy who's not like other boys, and I got to hear the pride in her daughter for standing up for the new kid, and I was just so proud of them as well for standing up for the new kid. But for Gideon too, like he was like, "Yeah, I'm just different," and that's all he had to say. They're like, "Boys don't wear dresses," and he was like, "I do, I'm different." I was like, "Giddy, that's all you gotta say. You don't gotta say anything else," So that was a conversation, and but what he took away from that incident that happened is that his friend stood up for him, not that he was bullied. So he had totally forgotten about it till I was like, "Oh, did anybody say anything about your dress?" Like later on, trying to get him to talk about it, because I knew about it because the principal had called me, and he's like, "Oh yeah, there's these big bullies." And I was like, "What does that make you not want to wear your dress at school anymore? Because you might get teased." He's like, "No, I'm just different, and I'll wear it makes me feel good." I'm like, "Kitty, I'm so proud of you for saying that." I was like, "You wear what you want. You don't worry about them 5 people in the back talking about you. You do what makes you happy, because people are going to judge you no matter what." And this is kind of like modern bullying, right? Like each generation has different things they were bullied about. And this is ours, and it's going great. It's going great. So that's a little off my plate a little bit, knowing that that's going to go well. His friends got his back, teachers got his back, so all's good. We're all really enjoying it. Sorry, try not to get too behind on comments. I'm sure it's the first time you use your bathroom by yourself. Yeah, "Mama!" from across the house. "I'm going to the bathroom." Oh, hey, Sheila. First time on a live. Welcome to the live. We are real and raw here. Welcome. Glad you can make it. My girls when little pushed my buttons, but they knew not to push others' buttons at school because Mama would cloud up and rain all over them. Yep. You got to be nice to other people. It's different the way you treat Mama, the way you treat others. We usually put up with more. Hey, Fiona says, "Hey, Carolina." Fiona from Australia here. My first live. Oh, welcome. Lots of first livers tonight. "You are my sunshine every day. You're always so positive, and it certainly helps me. Thank you, and continue what you're doing." Oh, thank you so much, Fiona, for that. That makes me feel good knowing that I help you. Thank you for letting me know that. And thanks for being on the live. I'm going to try and do Saturday night lives every week around this time. So Sometimes I'm cooking. I was meal planning a couple of times. Now I'm just kind of chit-chatting here. Oh, Vanessa, your first job was at a Wendy's and you loved it. Were you like at the front of the house or the back of the house? When my kids were 5 and 7, I asked them to make their own lunches for school according to our guidelines. They were amazing at it. That's great. The kids are enjoying putting their lunches together too. Like they are enjoying all aspects of school. Because, they would ask me, when are we going to real school and stuff? And I'd be like, well, you guys are homeschooling. And so I think it's like, we actually get to do this. Like they feel like it's something that they didn't get to do, which I hate. I don't want them to feel like they're left out. But it's different, it's hard when you're going against the masses. It's hard, and you got to explain that to the kids, and it's tough being a mom. I didn't finish my comment. Wilma says, to each his own. You have to do what is best for you, and you are sweet kids. You have done a good job. Oh, thank you, Wilma. I appreciate that. That's all we can do, is just try and do the best job we can, right? I asked my adult son if he would have preferred to be homeschooled. Man, you could have heard the pin drop. No, Mom, I was fine, which is not exactly accurate, but his memories are mostly good. Well, that's pretty good. And that's what they take away from it, right? You're getting popular, Carolina. I'm going to need to get an autograph before you get too famous. I'm telling you, Keith, it's getting up there. I'm going to be at 25,000 subs soon. Hopefully. That's crazy. That's 250,000 subs. Amy says, elementary buses around here use seatbelts. Middle and high school do not require them. Oh, okay. So maybe if it's an elementary bus, that could make sense. Oh, Sonia, hello, welcome. I hope you have a good weekend as well. Remember, Dev was in special education classes for being on the autism spectrum, so maybe different experiences than other kids. Oh, I'm sure that's much different experiences. Well, I'm glad he had good experiences. That's even better to know that he had a good experience with that. Just a one-time thing. I usually love all the people. Yes, I feel that. I did pretty good at the birthday party tonight, socializing with other moms. I got a phone number. We swapped the digits. I made a mom friend from the kindergarten class, so it's good for me too. Maybe I'll make some friends too. You'll have to get them their Valentine's cake dart. Sorry, Holly. You'll have to get them their Valentine's Day cards. Yes, you're right. Like the school ones. I'll have to take them and let them pick out their own Valentines. That would be funny. Oh, good. I was concerned about Giddy. I know. I feel like everybody who has a connection for Giddy worries about him, but he is such a tough guy. He's going to be a strong man. He really is, because he's got my I don't care what you think of me attitude, which can be dangerous, but it's gotten me far in life, being like, I don't really care what other people think. I'm just going to do what I'm comfortable with and makes me happy, I care about my immediate people, but all those other people, I'm just like, I don't want to do that. Yeah, show me some love. Give me a thumbs up. Brenda, hello. You're late. That's okay. Danielle, hello. Vanessa, you're the order taker. Yeah, you got to have the right voice for it. And then they got to make you do cash and headset at the same time. So you're like, okay, it's 5:47. They're like, oh, can I add stuff? Hold on, I got someone in my ear. They're like, don't miss it. Don't miss it. Dev used to wear his PJ shorts from sweatsuits to school. He hated jeans, so he was teased, but it went over his head. He told me later he was more concerned about being comfy than trendy. Yes, Dev knows where it's at. That's what I do. If I'm comfy. I'm like, I don't know. That's just, I've always been that way, though. I've never been, I don't know, like makeup. I did makeup for a little bit, but I haven't touched makeup in like 12 years, I'd say. 11 years maybe. I haven't worn makeup. I never brushed my hair. Like my hair was always just up, but I felt like I couldn't cut it. Lots of times in high school growing up, I heard that if you're a bigger girl, you got to have long, beautiful hair because, you got a round face, so you can't have short hair. It's not appealing, and you got to have something for the guy. Definitely not going to raise my daughter that way. But that was the time. And even then I was like, I don't care, you know, and I wanted to cut my hair, but I felt like I couldn't. And once you let that go, the freedom you have to be yourself, you find so much happiness. So much happiness when you let go of what are other people going to think. Like, I never think, what's someone else going to think? I'm just, what is husband going to think? Or what am I going to think, you know? Or how am I going to feel? I never think of other people, like, of what are they going to think of me, you know? Kind of thing. It's like it's a, I don't know, it's a completely different feeling, right? To just not care anymore. Jillian, is that right? Jillian, how are you? From Pennsylvania. Very nice. Welcome. Tanya's watching from Texas. I've had my channel 9 years and I can't even get 1,000 subscribers. Well, I mean, Keith, you just post videos about your chicken. I mean, it's nice chicken. Just saying. Content. You got to have that content. You know what I'm saying? We have a TV show, Saturday Night Live. It's Sunday morning live for us Aussies. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I guess it is morning over there. Dad's bus to school now when she has seatbelts. Okay, interesting. I'm not a group person. Group make me nervous. I feel that. Like, I don't know, I can be part of a group or I could be on my own. And, you know, it just kind of depends how I feel, I guess. And the other people's vibe, like, I'm like, do I get along with these people? I'm like, I don't really fit in. I'll go be by myself. Or, hey, we could talk about, you know, cooking. If I find someone I talk cooking about, I can, you know. And usually I can talk about anything with anybody. Unless it's like a sports team thing, I can usually find something to talk about, you know. Eileen, hello. Oh, I know your best friend just passed away. I'm so sorry. I hope you're doing okay. It would be so hard to lose your best friend. The one thing I always told our girls is sometimes other people aren't happy. Yeah, and you can't take that personally, you know. And it's hard to teach kids that, like, or to just teach people that, like, you can't take it personally. You're like, well, I do, you know. Especially when the kids are older, but now no one really takes their kids in these days. And yeah, thanks. I'm now on the ride with my dad. He just got his last step diagnosis with his illness. Too many passing away. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Eileen. That's rough. So were the Disney dolls like Barbies that I said, where they put on the hobby horse that someone else said for Christmas? I think they were, no, they liked the dolls. They ended up in the bathtub, and they were playing in the bathtub with them. So yes, they were a big hit too. Thank you. Hey, Jessica says absolutely less is more. Those that love and value don't base it on how much mascara or eyeliner you have on. Right. And in the kitchen, that stuff just melts. It's pronounced like Jalen. Thank you, Jalen. I was a single mother and working. The thing that I think they made working mothers feel bad at school. Aww. It is like you feel guilt as a working mom. You feel guilt as a stay-at-home mom. You feel, you know, it's just so much guilt going around, you know, and we're all just trying to be the best we can. We got to be easy on ourselves, you know. Hello, Mrs. and Mr. Hi, Mama. How you doing today? You are my favorite person in the world. Oh, and you're awesome, Mama. Keep up the good work. You rock. Guitar. Mama, and stay safe. Enjoy your evening, and God bless you, Mama. Rainbow hearts. Oh, thank you so much. How sweet. Thank you. That means a lot. I'm glad you guys like me. I'm glad. I don't do the mass-produced female products ever. Yeah, like, I was talking to some of my girlfriends, and they're like, you should just do every product review they sent you. You know, like, just do every one of them. I'm like, I don't think you realize how many offers I get. Like, I could not be doing every single one. But, like, I've gotten one for, like, fake nails before. And I'm like, those would probably sell. I probably could do good because you see my hands a lot, you know. But it's not me. Like, I wouldn't be able to sell it, you know. And I've gotten some funky stuff, like a pet brush for, like, $7.99. I'm like, I'm going to do a whole video for a pet brush. And then I can imagine trying to brush Yoda. And I'm like, oh, that's not gonna work out. I'm gonna have to brush a chicken, you know, and then it's not gonna work at all. So I'm like, oh, I'll pass on that one. Oh, hey, Pamela. Checking in from Cincinnati. Good to have you. Oh, Debbie's like, hello, grab a beer. Beer's so good. I wish I had some Blue Moon. That's my favorite. When I'm in a large group or party, I'm pretty much performing loud and silly. And then you hide in the corner and recharge. I feel that. You're like, all right, read my appearance. I'm out. Yeah. My 16-year-old daughter will tell you, you don't matter because I don't wake up to you. I wake up with me. Oh, good for her. That's right. I always like to say too is like your opinion holds no value here. Like that's really helped me get through like, well, what other people think. And I'm like, who is that person? Why does their opinion matter? It doesn't. It holds no value. So it helps. Okay. So that kind of helps too if you say that. Jalen said lots of people say it wrong. Okay. I'm used to it. Doesn't bother me. I feel that too. I appreciate you letting me know how to say it correctly because I was saying before with another name that I know what it's like to have your name said wrong. So I try really hard to say the name right. And then I say what name they introduce them to. Like someone like, hey, this is Terrence. He's like, I go by Big Dog, And the boss continues to call him Terrence because he's like, I refuse to call a man Big Dog, I'm like, if the man wants to be called Big Dog, I will call him Big Dog. I just need that steak Big Dog, pass it. I don't care. Whatever you want me to call you. If I wear makeup and a dress up, the girls think I have a job interview or a funeral. Well, they know something's up. I don't know what my kids would even do if I came out in makeup. Like, they've never seen it. I haven't worn it since I've had them. I've quit before them. And Betty Jan got like a little bit of eyeshadow for Christmas from one of my friends. So there's that. And then she went to go wear that to school, and the husband's like, they can't wear makeup to elementary school. I'm like, oh, I didn't even think. I don't even think about that. Like, I'm like, oh, well, what's allowed in school? Like, I got to think about that now. We can't just free range it, and just go with what goes with the flow. We do have to conform to a little bit, so we had to wipe all that off and everything. I was like, but that makes sense. No makeup in elementary school, Oh, coffee. Thank you, Nanny. I have some makeup, but it's for special occasions. Yeah. Oh, Fama 3.5, first time viewer. Welcome. Thanks for being here. I try to do my Saturday night lives around this time. This is a little later because one of my sons had a birthday party, which that was fun. It's fun to see your kids play with other kids, I mostly just wear lipstick now, sometimes mascara for that authentic raccoon look. Way to go, Sue. Get in there. As a nurse, I have worn scrubs for 20 plus years, kind of like an inmate. I had a scrub top on the other day, or my Costco haul. I was like, I'm wearing my scrub top. It was like a Halloween one. Someone just asked me if I had filmed that during Halloween. I'm like, no, it was just a comfy scrub. It has 3 pockets. I mean, I actually lost my keys because I had so many pockets. I'm like, this thing's awesome. So comfy. That was from my wardrobe specialist, sent me that. Oh, Alicia, hello. You're doing so well, woman. I've been with you since 5K. I hope you reach 100K soon and more. You're such an amazing person and mummy. Well done. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Oh, that would be nice. But I'm hoping now I'll have time to really focus on my channel. So I'm trying to get like a video out every day if I can, but I'm not putting too much pressure on that every other day. I'm trying to do more shorts. Shorts seem to get people in. So trying to do some shorts. I'm trying to rotate between canning, cooking, food bank hauls, product reviewing, stuff like that to have an even balance, Look at these onions that came out. They're gorgeous. And it was in the salsa top. It's sealed. I don't know if you guys are apprehensive about reusing jars. I know it's frowned upon. My frown face. Can't of course. But they have always worked fantastic for me. Cheddarbug, hello, welcome. Oh, Keith's having a couple of cool ones. Here, cheers, Keith. Okay. I wish it was beer. It's just coffee. Oh, it's some of that Christmas coffee. It was good. I'm glad I made some of the live. I like the shirt you're wearing tonight. Oh, thank you, Catherine. It's a good polka dot one. It's got a little woohoo peekaboo hole there, but it's super comfy. I love silky. Scrub tops rock. They really do. I just have the one. And I was like, I'm wearing this scrub top. I don't care. It's Halloween. That's how I roll. I wear it any time of the year, My daughter's such a typical girly girl. She does it all. I'm completely opposite. It does seem funny to know I gave birth to her. When you see me, wouldn't trade her though. I was just like, I really hope my daughter's not into girly things. Like, she's not going to learn it from me. I'm like, you're going to have to find somebody to teach you all that because I know nothing. Never enough pockets. I know. I love it. I'm watching you while husband watches NASCAR. There we go. I'm much more entertaining than NASCAR. Thank you very much. To live your best life, you got to be genuine with yourself, and others will see that and appreciate the honesty. That's right. And I feel if you put yourself out there, then you'll find the right people because you'll put that connection out, and people who feel that will be drawn to it, right? And then you're like, hey, let's connect, It's just hard, when you find your person, even if it's a friend, you're like, oh my gosh, should we just become best friends, I loved wearing scrubs to work, didn't have to worry about outfits. You're so gorgeous, young lady, that you don't need makeup. Oh, shucks. Keep them coming, Keith. Keep it coming. That's great. Thank you. I appreciate that. Where's your Java hot tub cup? I know. I just had a little bit of coffee left in my pot. So it's just enough for one cup. And I'm probably going to call it an early night. So I didn't want to have my hot tub full of coffee. Next live though. Oh, and I should be able to start doing a live in the middle of the afternoon now. I'm available. So maybe I can start doing a live sometime in the middle of the week, maybe a lunch one or something. I don't know, that might be fun. Hot tub cup is funny. Kathleen, hello. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? I reuse all those jars, right, Patty? Oh, Patty, did you just get here? I haven't seen you. Hi. Yeah, I mean, they work great, and I've reused them several times, like not just, this is the first time in this one because this had black bean salsa and it was really good. I need to make some of that black. Can you can black bean salsa? Probably. It was really good. These onions are just beautiful. Can't wait to try them. The ones that I made before, the sweet pickled onions, were really good, and we ate them a lot during the summer with brats and hot dogs and stuff, so I think we'll be using this up pretty well. And then I also added some of this to meatloaf before, but I have the mustard pickles that I need to use up. I think I just have 2 pints of those left, so I need to get those used up, make some more meatloaf. Oh yes, the first time I heard Carolina speak and say a pun, I thought, daughter? Long lost daughter, huh, Sue? The onions are very pretty. I know. I just want to like put them in a frame and be like, look at my onions. And it's so like if you guys don't know the feeling of preserving something and then looking at it and be like, I did that. Like it just makes you feel so good. Like I'll go to my pantry and I'll just stand in there with my coffee and just look at all of my jars that I did and be like, man, look at all this. Oh, some of the canners I have on here, I've gotten some comments on the chicken legs in the video. People were concerned about those. I don't know if it's because of all of the airspace. I need to reply to some comments and see why they're concerned about that. But they don't think I should use those, the chicken drumsticks that I canned. So maybe some fellow canners on here can provide some insight to that. We can all have lunch together. It'll probably be midnight snack for us Aussies. Hey, midnight snacks are the best. That would be fun. Maybe we can do some snack prep for the kids because I do want to start making snacks. That was nice to be able to go out and stock up on some for the first run. But now that I have extra time during the day, it would be nice to be able to like make homemade granola bars. We could do the homemade applesauce, which I have applesauce, so I just need to portion it, which I got those cups for. Which they're using them as water cups. So like, these work for water too. I'm like, sure. Then they chug a cup at a time, which is actually better to drink little bits of water throughout the day than a bunch at one time. So I heard. I'm not the water expert, but coffee, I know a thing or two of that. Little bits throughout the day. Mwah. I'm late but happily here. Oh, good. You look so good in blue. Oh, thank you. I like the dark blue too. And polka dots. I like polka dots. I need to make more of those pickled red onions. They were so good. They really are. Like the pickling kind of takes out some of the sharpness of an onion. So if you guys don't think you'd like it because you don't like onion, like raw onion, pickled onion is a completely different flavor element. Oh, you gotta go. Gotta take the dog for a stroll and reload the dishwasher before bed. We wish you health, happiness, and goofiness. Thank you, Melina. You have a good night. I reuse my jars. Mama, you've seen a couple of my videos. Yes, and I was like, why not? That is a big money-saving one right there, is if we're learning how to can, is just reusing these jars. Which they try and make you scared to use them, you know, which is unfortunate because it works really well. Do a lunch chat and fix lunch. We all eat together. I feel like we I feel like we are really having lunch together. Yes, Wilma, that would be fun. Okay, we can do that. I'll pick a day. I'll try and let everybody know in a day in advance which day it is. I guess it really could be every day. We'll probably do Tuesday or Wednesday. Let's shoot for those. I'll post it on my community page. I'll probably also post it on my Facebook as well. And then the morning of that we do, and we'll pick something lunchy to make. That would be nice. Thanks for the live, Caroline. Have a good night. Thanks, Jessica, for being here. I appreciate it. Oh, Eileen's got to go too. Thank you so much. You have a good night. No. Random question. Have you ever started a sourdough starter? I'm working on mine, and it's amazing how many snacks and things you can make from it, and the quality is so much better. Caitlin, I have done a sourdough starter before. I got it from a local person. They gave me some of their discard, and I kept it going. But mine ended up molding and being no good. But there's a lot of people local who do sourdough, and I actually have a contact that I'm going to trade homemade peach salsa for some of her discard, so I can get started. I just need to reach out to her, and then whenever I do, I will be ready to start doing sourdough. Because I agree, sourdough is great. I did it for like probably 6 months before I had to stop, and it was really good. I did sourdough pancakes, sourdough waffles, like it's just completely different flavor. I made sourdough crackers too. Those were super good. So I might do that. Thank you for the reminder. I might reach out this week and maybe if I can get me some sourdough. I mixed brownies and cookies together this week and it was amazing. Oh, that sounds good. I saw one recipe too. It's called I think it was called the slutty something or other. I don't know. But it was like cookie dough on the bottom of a pan, Oreos, and then you pour cookie batter. I'm sorry, brownie batter. So chocolate chip cookie, Oreos, brownie batter, bake it. Delicious. But whew, feel my cavities hurting already. Oh, Sharon, thank you for putting the recipe in the Facebook group. Appreciate that. I don't have Facebook. Will you ever put some recipes on here? Yeah, I'll do, if I do a video on it, is the only way I can really put recipes. I know, I guess I could do one on the community page or something. I haven't thought about that. You should totally get a Facebook. I was going to tell Holly she needs to make a Facebook just to join my group. Even if you don't have any other friends, even though that's usually sus when we're looking for people who join our group. If you don't have any friends, you're suspicious, all right? But if we know you, we might make an exception. And then, I mean, I'm not going to force you to be on Facebook. I'm just saying, if you did, that would be great. But I guess I could start posting some stuff on the community page. Oh, hello, Annette. Sourdough seems so hard to start. Yeah, that's why I was going to get starter that was already started and just keep up with it. I think that's the best bet. Just reach out. I'm just reaching out on my local mom page, and I saw other people say, hey, does anybody have sourdough starter? And then like tons of people replied saying they'd be willing to part with some of theirs. So I would message that person, and then I offered to trade something for it, you know. Barter system, guys, it's coming back. Get into it, you know. I have a ton of regular canning jars, so I just recycled a few commercial ones I get, and I'm always afraid I will break them in the canning process. Well, I mean, I haven't broken a single jar. I think one jar on the bottom, and that was a regular jar. It wasn't even one of these, and the whole bottom had come off in an even. So I don't know what had happened to that. But it happens, jars breaks, you know. I have not tried any in the pressure canner. That is one thing I have not tried. I'm a little apprehensive because I really don't want things exploding, but I do water bath and they work great in the water bath. So I haven't felt, it hasn't been necessary for me to try it in the pressure canner because I have enough jars that I know will work to push it, if that makes sense. Made some brownies with mini M&Ms in it. Oh, Sue, we did that the other day. That's so good. Anyone know how long pickled egg stay good for? I don't know. Pickled stuff stays good for a while if you have it in the fridge. Like I've had the vinegar, it helps keep it preserved for a while. So probably a couple of months in the fridge, I'd say. Mary, hello. How am I? I am fine. How are you? All right, guys, we got a 10-minute warning here. I leave mine in the fridge when no one's in use, so I don't always have to feed it. I never had a molding issue. Only fed once a week. Oh, you only fed yours once a week? I love Farmhouse on Boone for sourdough starter tips. Farmhouse on Boone is great. I meant to watch one of her videos the other day. She was who I was watching too when I did sourdough. She does like sourdough pizza crust, and then she makes pizza in her cast iron skillets. I've been meaning to try it like that because that looks so good. You're so funny, Carolina. Oh, thank you, Patty. I try. Nope, I'm good. Hard enough time keeping up with YouTube. All right, Holly. I'm just saying. I haven't been on Facebook for 4 years now, or remain not using it. It's okay. I understand. It's part of my well, Jamie, I mean, okay. I guess that is acceptable. I will allow it. No worries. Oh, Ozark Family Homestead. Hey, Carolina, just now able to hop on here. I think this is the first live I've been able to catch. Is this Janice? Are you here? I don't know if it's Janice or hubby. Hey, yes, I think it is your first live too. Welcome. We're wrapping up towards the end of it here. We're kind of just chit-chatting. Sometimes I cook, but I had to take Gideon to a birthday party. He was invited to a birthday party, so we went to that. And it's hard because now they're each going to get invited separately. Gideon was the only one invited to this birthday party. Conrad is the only one invited to the next birthday party. Betty Jan hasn't been invited to a birthday party yet, so it's like we gotta work through it's not all three of you all the time anymore. You're gonna be doing separate things, which they seem okay with. Like, everything was fine. I brought Giddy. He was fine. The kids were fine staying home with Dada. The other two, we asked how it was. Gideon got some silly string in his, what's that called? A party bag. I'm like, oh, I gotta do all this stuff now. So that's part of momming. I'm like, but he got some silly string. So they are out. The other two are outside splashing and mudding puddles. And when we walked by, I rolled down my window and as we went by. We don't have silly string very often, so that was fun for them to use. Oh, Susie says she's pressure canned with those jars. Good to know. Thanks for throwing that in there. Anyway, Janice, welcome. Sorry, I got off on a tangent there. I only use the Facebook for Caroline's page and some family. I'm secretly actually like, haha. That's so funny, Patty. I just use it to spy on people. It's great. Sue, I hope everybody has a great rest of the week as well. My daughter Sarah has a recipe called Knock Your Naked Bars, and we ended up renaming them Caramel Bars because we couldn't say that name out loud. I don't blame you. It's hard when you have littles too. They're like, ooh, we can say that word. Well, you can, but can you not? I had pickled eggs and beets in the fridge. They've been there since Thanksgiving. They last a really long time. Yes, I agree. How are the kiddos? Kiddos are doing great. It's Janice. Okay, great, Janice. Hi. Yes, the kiddos are doing great. They're in public school now, and they're loving it. I'm loving it. We're all doing great. Mama B, good luck with the chicken and the lentils. I mean, feeding the chicken lentil sprouts, not making chicken with lentils. Thank you for clarifying, Sue. Yes. I'm probably going to do a short on that because the lentils did sprout. It worked great. Like, those were old lentils. So I'm glad to find something to feed the chickens too, because they've been going through a lot of feed. So that's one thing I want to try and do this year. Is one of my goals is to make my own chicken feed, because those are the only livestock animals we have right now. And it would really help to cut down costs. And, I feel like I'm able to do that. So I kind of want to look around. We have several breweries that I think have like hops, is that what it's called? Or wheat shells or something that you can usually get for free that goes good for chicken feed. So I just need to kind of look at my local resources around here and see what I got to do, It's always good that they're getting invites and having fun. Yes, it is good. I'm so happy for them. The kids are doing great. if you leave on the counter, you have to feed every day, and that's not for me. Way too much flour and discard waste. You would have to bake a ton, and I'm not into that either. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I think I left it on the counter a couple times, and then in the fridge a couple of times. I needed to focus on it, for the first week or 2 weeks to really get into it, so it just becomes part of your daily routine, taking care, or couple of day routine, taking care of your sourdough, so. But it is so good. Oh, Keith is leaving too. I'm going to get out of here in the 10-minute warning. Got to go grab another 6-pack, so I'll catch you on the next one. Have a wonderful evening. Good night, Keith. Thanks for stopping by. Always a pleasure to have you here. Nobody else hits on me, so it's great when you're always here. Jalen says, any plans for Valentine's Day? I'm thinking meatloaf, scalloped potatoes, and broccoli, but no clue on dessert. Well, Amanda, are you still in here, Amanda? She's been giving me grief about not making a pumpkin roll for husband. So I was thinking about making a Valentine or a red velvet roll cake. So you just do a red velvet cake and then roll it and cream cheese. And it's like you know what I'm saying. Red velvet one. That would be fun to make for dessert. And then at the food bank, I got that giant T-bone steak and then lobster tails, which husband doesn't like lobster. He's already like, I'm not going to eat the lobster. I like lobster. So I think I'm going to just turn it into mac and cheese, though. I think that'll be fun. Instead of a lobster tail kind of thing, You're becoming a master at everything homemade. Oh, thank you, Mary. I am trying. It's just so much better to have homemade stuff, and it makes you feel good. You're like, oh, I made that. Like, oh, another thing for the kids' snacks, I can make homemade fruit roll-ups by using my dehydrator and homemade applesauce. And then, bam, homemade fruit roll-ups for their lunch. Then we'll have homemade granola bars. Oh, I popped some popcorn the other day and split it up, and they each had some popcorn in the lunch, and they liked that, and I made the other kids jealous. They're like, whoa, you got popcorn. So I was like, oh, popcorn. Okay, that's a good idea to be able to put that in the snacks, So that's something where I want to start portioning, or maybe working on those Sunday or even Monday afternoon when they're in school. Then Monday I can work on, because the weekends are crazy, right? So the Monday I can work on restocking my snack. I love that kitchen cart with the snack cover too. Oh, that worked out great. And then I have the smaller kitchen cart in the front. That's kind of where I drop my purse now. We put the mail there. That's a good spot. And the company, they're like, oh, we love the video. We have an even bigger cart. Can we send you that? And I'm like, yes, you can. So I got an even bigger one coming that now I'm trying to find the perfect spot for it. And I'll probably, it was a double door. Like we saw it, I was like, oh, like gasp when it takes you, like they just send you the link. So you click on it, you don't know what it's going to look like. And then you see it and you're like, oh, yes, you can send me that. So I'm thinking that one will kind of be like my, like I can have my waffle iron, what's it called, appliances, my Instapot there. I almost said Instacart. Instapot there, and do that. And I pick the wall I'm going to put it in. I know I can put it together by myself. I'll have the afternoon to put it together by myself. So that'll be fun. I'm excited. And make some homemade Cracker Jacks. Ooh, homemade Cracker Jacks. Good idea, Mary. Oh, low carb. All right, Amanda. So, yeah, Amanda's here. I was thinking about doing the red velvet one. Red velvet cake is really just chocolate cake with tons of red food coloring. I don't know if people know that, but that is what it is. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. If you have any last minute comments or concerns, throw them in now. Patty says, hope you know you're awesome, Carolina. I look forward to your videos, lives. My kids watch with me. Oh, well, that's so great, Patty. I'm glad that your kids watch with you, and I'm glad you can be here. And you are a big part of my YouTube family. I love how much you comment, how much you're active in the lives. Like, you are a big part of my team. So thank you for being here. You are awesome too. Hey, Stacy. We're about to leave, but hi. How's it going? How's your night? Good night, Jamie. And Google how to make chaffles. Awesome bread recipes. Oh, chaffles. We all love you. Oh, thanks, Holly. I love you guys too. I really love my channel. Like, it's really given me something it's like, yes, it's a job, but it's fun too. Like, it's a job, it's fun. I meet people, I get to be creative, I get to do funny little skits, you know. It's great. I'm very grateful for my channel, and I'm grateful for all of you. It's having a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. You know, I feel like my life is pretty much perfect right now, and everything is going as it should, you know. And my channel is part of that. So thank you. We call that an appliance garage. Man, do I have them. Katie, you just spend too much time at the thrift store. We're leaving. Latanya. Hey, guys. Oh, bye, Janice. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's good to talk to you. We need to talk more. And yeah, I'm planning a trip to Missouri at some point. I don't know how far Ozarks is from, like, the Wentzville area. I'll have to look that up. Not that I'm going to stalk you or anything. If that was weird, sorry. I'm going to look you up. All right, guys. You have a great weekend. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I had a good time. So look forward to more videos. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you next time on Mama Beards.